Hello everyone and welcome back my dear students to the offline video series of biology of class 7. So today in this video we are going to start with a new topic and the name of the topic is connective tissue. Before we start with this topic, I want to tell you about few points which we have studied in our previous part of offline video. And in that video we have studied about animal tissue. That means we have completed the part of plant tissue, and now in that previous video we have already started with the topic of animal tissue. In that we have studied the first type of animal tissue, and that is epithelium tissue. So we have studied that epithelium tissue is a thin protective layer of cells which protects all the different organs, body cavities and inner lining of organs from any kind of disease causing germs and injury. So based on the shapes, we have studied about 4 different types of epithelial tissue. Now in this video we are going to start with the connective tissue. Basically, connective tissue gives connection and support to muscles and bones of body. There are 3 different types of connective tissues which are found in the body. So let us study about each one of them in detail. So the first type of connective tissue is supportive connective tissue. Mainly, supportive connective tissue consists of bones and cartilage. So first we will study about the cartilage and then we will study about the bones. So cartilage is the substance which consists of matrix inside it. This matrix or this cartilage is mainly found in the areas of ear, inner lining of nostrils, between the tip of the nose which divides into 2 different nasal chambers. So the partition of nose, the central partition of nose is made up of cartilage which consists of soft bone. Second example is ear. When you twist, mold or fold your ear or you press it, again it retains its original shape and structure. So the reason behind this is cartilage. So human ear consists of cartilage. Again, apart from nose and ears, there are many internal organs like inner lining of food pipe, inner lining of windpipe consists of cartilage which protects the organs from any kind of disease causing germs or external injury. The second type is bone. The skeleton system of human body gives size, support and structure to the body. So bones are the one major source of skeleton system to give support in the body. So mainly these bones consist of phosphorus salt and calcium in them. In the inner part of bone, there are some empty spaces which consist of bone cells as well as they also consist of matrix and cartilage in it. The second type of connective tissue is fibrous connective tissue. So fibrous connective tissue binds or packs different types of cavities or organs on its own position properly. So let us study about 4 different types of this tissue. The next type of tissue is fluid connective tissue. From the name you might have understood that fluid connective tissue consists of blood and lymph. So basically blood in human body consists of 2 types. First is the cellular type and second is the fluid part. So cellular type consists of RBC, WBC and platelets. So let us study about them. So as I have told you, blood consists of 2 important parts. First part is a liquid part which is called as lymph or plasma. Second is the cellular part which is called as corpuscles. So mainly cellular part consists of 3 main types of corpuscles. First is RBC, second is WBC and third is platelets. So in case of RBCs, they are also known as erythrocytes. Usually they are circular and biconcave in shape. A mature RBC do not have a nucleus inside it. The color of RBC is red because of the presence of iron and protein compounds in them, and that is why they are known as hemoglobin also. The function of RBC is to carry oxygen. That is why RBC are also known as oxygen carriers. Second type of corpuscle is WBC. WBC or white blood cells are also known as leukocytes. They are colorless and they do not have hemoglobin pigments in them. They are very large than RBC and platelets. They have a very distant and characteristic nucleus in them. The main function of WBC is to protect the body from disease causing germs, that is, it provides the immunity to the body. It provides immunity in two ways. First, it digests the disease causing germs, and second, it generates some chemicals and antibodies which kills or destroys the germs. The third type of corpuscle is platelets. Platelets are also known as thrombocytes. They are round in shape and they are smallest among all these three types of corpuscles. The platelets helps to clot the blood, which prevents the excess blood loss from the body and also avoids the direct entry of disease causing germs into the blood through the cuts in the body. There are many certain diseases like dengue which causes because of number of platelets get reduced to a great extent. That is why the proportion or amount of all these blood corpuscles in the body is very important. The fluid part of body consists of lymph. Lymph is nothing but a yellowish color fluid in the body of human beings which mainly consists 90% of water and a remaining 10% it consists of metabolic waste, dissolved minerals, salts, minerals, nutrients, etc. So here we have completed the first topic of connective tissue. The next topic which we are going to study is muscular tissue. Mainly muscular tissues are of three types. First one is the striated muscles, second is the unstriated muscles, and third is the cardiac muscles. So with the help of diagrams, let us study about each one of them in detail. Muscular tissue forms the muscles of the body. Muscles contract and relax continuously. They help the body in movement and locomotion. So there are three main important types of muscular tissue which are given on the screen: striated, unstriated, and cardiac. Striated consists of skeletal muscles, unstriated consists of smooth muscles, while cardiac muscles consist the muscles of the heart. So first we will study about the striated muscles. Usually striated muscles are found and they are attached to the bones under the control of the will of an individual. The muscles in your arm moves only when you want. For example, when you want to throw a ball, you move your arm. Such muscles constitutes about 40% of your body weight. Some common places where striated muscles are found are arms, legs, face, and neck. Next is unstriated muscles. These muscles are not under our control. Movements like passage of food in alimentary canal, for example, are caused by the contraction of the unstriated muscles in the intestinal wall. Some muscles are composed of slender and tapering cells. Muscles of iris in the eye and in the urinary bladder wall are also unstriated muscles or smooth muscles. The last type is cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles are also involuntary. but they are of different kinds. The cells here are striated and comparatively short to striated and unstriated muscles. Unlike other muscles, cardiac muscles are branched. Usually these muscles are found only in the wall of heart. These muscles continuously contract and relax without any kind of external stimulation and never get tired in a person's lifetime. Nervous tissue consists of neurons and it constitutes the nervous system of the body. Nervous system is the system in the body which conveys or sends and receives messages from brain to different parts of the body and from different parts of the body back to the brain. This is how the structure of neuron or nervous system looks under a microscope. This tissue is made up of elongated cells called as neurons. As shown on the screen given here shows you a neuron or a nerve cell. Each nerve cell consists of a cell body which is called as cyton, which contains the nucleus and one or more elongated hair-like extensions which are known as dendrons. One of these axon may be very long, sometimes as long as 1 meter. Axons bundled together forms a nerve. Here we have completed the lesson and here is the flowchart for animal tissue. So let us revise all these types of animal tissue once again within short. Animal tissue mainly consists of 4 different types of categories. First is epithelial tissue, second is connective tissue, third is muscular tissue and fourth is nervous tissue. Epithelial tissue mainly consists of 4 subtypes based on its shape. Squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium and ciliated epithelium. Connective tissue consists of 3 main subcategories. First is fibrous tissue, which further consists of areolar tissue, adipose tissue, tendons and ligaments. Second type of connective tissue is supportive connective tissue, which consists of bones and cartilage. Third type of connective tissue is fluid connective tissue, which consists of blood and limbs. Muscular tissue is further classified as striated muscles, unstriated muscles and cardiac muscles. The last type of animal tissue, that is nervous tissue, is further has the type neuron in it. So here we have completed the lesson animal tissue and plant tissue.